Welcome to Chena Hot Springs Resort, the perfect hotspot in the land of the sun, Alaska, that gives you the unbridled joy for aurora viewing. So what is Aurora Borealis, and how does it work? The aurora is a luminous glow seen around the magnetic poles of the northern and southern hemispheres. As electrically charged particles streaming out from the sun and the solar wind enter the Earth's atmosphere, they collide with molecules and atoms of gases. When electricity from solar wind runs through these gases, mostly nitrogen, and oxygen from the Earth's atmosphere, they glow in certain colors. The end result is the emission of natural neon lights that lights up the sky, giving night watchers an experience of a lifetime. While any place north of Alaska Range with a dark and clear view of the sky can be considered as the best place to see aurora, it is at Chena Hot Springs Resort, a place that needs no introduction, where you can experience it the best. Open all year round, Chena Hot Springs Resort offers interesting summer and winter activities in addition to outstanding viewings such as wildlife, hot springs, Rock Lake, Aurora Borealis, and much more. So if you're wondering what's the best time of the year to view Aurora Borealis, you must first understand the three kinds of twilight that exist. The first up is the civil twilight running all year long, which is the period when enough natural light remains in the sky so that artificial light is not needed. Between May 16th to July 27th, you might not need any flashlight under the night sky. Nautical twilight is the period between July 28th to May 15th, when the horizon is faintly visible. This is the time of year when most of the brighter stars can also be seen, making it possible to use the position of the stars concerning the horizon to navigate at sea. The most celebrated twilight, perfect for aurora viewing, is astronomical twilight, between August 21st to April 21st, when the atmosphere is still scattered and refracts a small amount of sunlight, making it extremely difficult to view the faintest of the objects. This is the time after astronomical dusk when no direct sunlight is visible. So, if you're looking to get the best view of Aurora Borealis, statistically, the 3 hours near midnight are the best period, with moonless periods more preferable. Since the quiet aurora is first seen towards the northeast, Chena Hot Springs Resort presents the perfect destination and the direction for a once-in-a-lifetime viewing experience of Aurora Borealis. Once the aurora becomes active, it will become wider and brighter with the fast movement and move overhead to the south. Your best place to see these beautiful northern lights if you have what astronomy calls an averted vision. But what's so special about Aurora Borealis? It's the aurora breakup, the most spectacular part of an aurora display, which involves a brightening of aurora forms and a rapid change from homogeneous forms to rayed ones, and change of arc-like forms to those that are highly contorted and typically swirling across the sky. The aurora breakup can last anywhere between a few minutes to up to more than 10 minutes in some cases. It is also possible to see more than one aurora breakup if you're lucky enough. Our aurora viewing tour has been designed to maximize your viewing chances too. The main patterns of aurora coloration include green, red, and pink, with bluish or purplish colors appearing when auroras are exposed to bright moonlight. Due to the greater amount of oxygen at high altitudes, the red aurora often tends to be on the top of the regular green aurora. This can sometimes make it hard to observe the red aurora, as the average human eye is more sensitive to yellow or green light, and only 1/5 sensitive to red and blue light. This is where a camera with different sensitivities to colors can come in handy, as it will allow you to see red aurora in photos more clearly than you can see with your naked eyes. Some people have also been known to see aurora mid-flight, which is often located well above the airplane's altitude and is located far to the east over western Canada. The good part is that not all auroras are the same, as they can take many different forms. Some of the most common of them include arc, usually found in Alaska, where you have high hopes of breakup; drape, when the aurora starts getting bright and moves a bit faster; drapery, when the aurora starts to break up; spiral, when aurora has broken up completely and it starts to curl upon itself; corona, when aurora starts to move overhead towards the south; pulsating, when aurora starts to look patchy. This patchy appearance will appear and disappear every few seconds. Yes, aurora forms are gorgeous breakups that you can't miss. This is why Chena Hot Springs Resort should be your destination if you're an aurora borealis enthusiast. There is always an aurora forming somewhere on the earth. They might be bright, quiet, or faint, but it's still an aurora. All you need is a dark and clear sky. Chena Hot Springs Resort recommends at least 2 or more nights of stay to increase your probability of aurora borealis viewing, especially during the period of astronomical twilight. When viewing an aurora, you don't have to stay outside even if you see a faint and quiet aurora. This is because it takes time to become an active breakup. So check out the quiet aurora every 20 minutes or so to find if it has broken up or not. If the aurora has become brighter and has been moving faster, it's your cue to get your camera out and enjoy the most beautiful breakup you will ever see. A night vision. The red light on a headlamp is a recommended item that you need to pack into your bag when planning for aurora borealis viewing at Chena Hot Springs Resort. The red light on a headlamp is intended to preserve the vision while providing you some light to see the faintest of objects. Plus, the red light on a headlamp is not as blinding to other people as some of the other dark colors. The headlamp with red light option will also safeguard your eyes, which is why it is highly recommended for all aurora watchers throughout the aurora viewing season. You can also check the aurora forecast by Geophysical Institute at www.gi.alaska.edu/monitors/aurora-forecast to find a 27-day forecast of geomagnetic storms when a beautiful aurora can be expected. So, what are you waiting for? Plan your romantic getaway or a couple's escape at Chena Hot Springs Resort and enjoy the multitude of benefits offered at our resort for our esteemed customers like yourself. Aurora borealis is just one of them.